And now, Freelance Heroism presents Return to Ravenloft.
Welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates to the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Mhm.
Rachel,
Yes.
would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to.
Would
we
you?
want to we want to
Would you
say
like to let us know? Sorry.
we want to say thank you to Crispy, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone,
Mhm.
and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you.
Thank you.
His name is Crispy, like
Yes.
bacon. Crispy. Crispy. Sorry.
Mhm.
All right, we'll go to the intro now. Every time I hear it, I think bacon. So Rachel,
These.
you had some surgerisms.
I did. I got 2 wisdom teeth removed a couple days ago.
And then 4 of the front ones?
No.
The 4 bottom front ones?
No.
And then the 2 middle top ones, the incisors. You got those taken out too?
No, I didn't.
Just to space them?
Nope. I only got my bottom wisdom teeth removed.
And then... Was that it?
That's it.
Oh, man. Well, then it won't be so bad. It won't be so noticeable.
Let me tell you, it hurts. After, not like during, but after.
Well, you were asleep during.
I was asleep. I went in for my appointment. It was very early in the morning. One of my coworkers was kind enough to take me and bring me back home, and I got into the dentist office, and they gave me the injection of whatever knocks you out.
Yeah.
And I was talking to the dentist about libraries.
Oh,
and then...
wow. That's how you knew. That's how you knew they were just setting you up. They were trying to get you.
I know.
They were testing to see if you were gonna the anesthesia was strong enough. Nobody wants to talk about fucking libraries.
And then in the middle of me explaining the difference between the library I work at and the public library, I interrupted myself and I went, I feel dizzy. And then time moved and I was not aware of it, and the nurse was helping me out of the chair.
I think what's really funny is that the dentist played a risky game there, because just hearing about the library makes me want to go to sleep. So it was dangerous. Like, what if you both fell asleep and you woke up? You both woke up and were like, ah, shit.
No.
Put her under again.
No.
Let's talk about something else this time. So after you woke up, were you in pain when you first woke up?
No, I was like, the entire lower half of my face was completely numb, and it was numb for a really long time.
You just had that hangy jaw?
I couldn't tell, because my mouth was also stuffed with gauze.
I'm sorry.
But
the nurse, it's funny for me.
The nurse helped me out of my chair, and I went, my glasses. And she went, you're wearing your glasses. And then they take you to a recovery room to watch you for a few minutes before they let you go home. And
They just want to laugh.
My work bestie came and sat with me, and she sat down beside me. And I looked at her and I went, my glasses. And I reached up and touched my face, and I was still wearing my glasses.
Oh, man. My glasses.
My glasses.
No,
they took my glasses.
Let me get my glasses and I can go look for them.
Right.
Since then,
yeah,
it's been pretty painful, huh?
Yeah. They give you like a couple pieces of paper, sort of with instructions about diet and when you can brush your teeth and stuff like that. And I noticed one of the things it said was that the day that's typical for the worst swelling and pain is day 3, which I was like, that's not true. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning on day 3, and my jaw hurt so bad.
Yeah.
It was day 3 was bad.
You've been waking up middle of the night multiple times this week in pain.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll take like some painkillers before I go to sleep, but then, there's a point where they wear off and the pain wakes me up. But I did sleep longer through the night this time than I have for the last couple nights.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're healing up.
Yeah.
And eventually your jaw will reseal and come together, and it'll be one jaw, and as opposed to these two hangy flaps you got, which is good.
I am very excited to eat normal food again.
Yeah.
I've been surviving on applesauce and pudding and those cups of instant mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Those are I'm really excited whenever I can eat one of those.
So just letting you know, no matter how bad life gets, always look forward to your personal mashed potatoes.
That's right.
I think it's
Yeah.
pretty, because we always send each other pictures of the food we cook.
Mhm.
And you've been wanting me to continue that practice
Yes.
even while you can't eat it. And I feel like that's really messed up. Like you're making me the bad guy.
I've been thinking about food because I've just been home.
Yeah.
So like all I've been doing for the last few days is I'm just home taking painkillers and then I'm either reading or playing video games with you.
How upset were you with the chicken piccata the other day?
That looks so good.
And then the Chinese food last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the honey garlic chicken. You were.
I'm over
I would
here.
have been furious. Don't send me photos if I have that.
I was reading a book the other day and one of the characters had breakfast of scrambled eggs and toast with a bunch of butter on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my God. That sounds incredible."
You can just eat the butter if you want. Just to replicate that vibe.
hmm
Yeah, just put a whole stick of butter in the mashed potato cup next time.
I was thinking about buttered noodles like a lot the other day.
Life is weird when you're the culinary aim that you're looking for.
Buttered noodles. Yeah. I think that sounds really good.
Ugh.
Once I can actually eat normal food again, though, I think I'm gonna get a bunch of sushi. I'm gonna eat that. But that'll probably be like a few more days before I can do that. I did have like a cup of soup before we sat down to do the intro.
Wow.
It was lukewarm because I can't have hot food right now.
Right.
So I don't know if you've ever had soup that's basically cold.
No.
It's not great.
You just eat it right out of the can with a spoon.
I thought about it.
Oh,
I
God.
was like, is there even a point in warming this up on the stove?
Are you eating the Campbell's stuff? Like
I haven't, but I do have a can of the condensed tomato soup. Two of my coworkers actually both gave me sort of like care packages.
That's very cool of them.
Yeah, so I got like a bunch of extra applesauce and pudding, and I got more cups of instant mashed potatoes.
Which is all you ever wanted.
And I got like a magazine, and they gave me some knitting needles and some little gifts for my cats. So it was very nice of them.
That's very nice.
Yeah. So I've got at least a few more days of recovery.
And then you'll be
it does
back
hurt.
to chewing on rocks like you normally do.
But you've been very nice and sort of
Don't tell them
talking to me when I wake up.
I got a fucking image to cultivate. Don't tell them I'm a sweetheart. They're never gonna believe you anyway.
And like I'll be like, "Oh my God, I'm in so much pain," and you're like, you're there at 2:30 in the morning.
Hey, that's not true. I'm asleep at 2:30 in the morning after doing drugs and hanging with strippers. Don't tell them that. God. Want you all to know that what she said was a lie.
That's not. You've been very nice to me.
I have not. I've been a miserable, cantankerous asshole.
You've been helping me look up stuff and
Trademark Kaeviir.
So.
Well, I hope you're feeling better.
I am.
I hope that it gets better over the next few days and that you don't get like gangrene or anything.
I'm not gonna get gangrene.
I mean, you could. You never know. You could get gangrene.
I guess in like an extreme situation, I could get gangrene.
Like that World of Warcraft undead with the mouth falls off the bottom.
Oh.
And the tongue just hangs from the top of the head.
Gross.
That'd be pretty cool.
Not for me.
I mean, yeah, you just plug the fucking mashed potato cup to the bottom of your jaw.
Just
You
screw it in.
Yeah, and just lean back. That'd be some cool shit.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Oh, that'd be awesome though.
I
You'd
don't
be the
think
first
that's gonna
librarian who
happen.
can't make noise because you're quiet because you have no jaw. Well, I guess we'll root for you to keep your jaw or whatever. But if
Thank
you
you.
lose it,
Mhm.
hey, not a deal breaker for me. You know what I'm saying, babe?
All right. I think we should go to this week's episode.
Yeah, why you can still talk before the gangrene sets in.
There's no gangrene.
Gangrene.
All right. This is Return to Ravenloft, Season 3, Episode 28, Showdown at Mordie's. No.
That's the sounds you'll make when you're zombify walking.
I'm not going to get zombified.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
I tell you what, before we kick off, I have like 1 second to grab a drink and
Yeah,
go to the restroom. All right.
Sure.
1 second, right back. And we'll get
I pooped before we started, so I'm good.
I figured that's what was keeping you for the 30 minutes. It was like you had 40.
Oh, no, I
blocked
didn't
off
need
that
to
time.
You had to clean out the 5 hours.
Rachel,
Yeah.
I wanted Rachel to finish the other season of Lost because
Gotcha.
we were on a finale, and if you
Mm.
separate them too much, it doesn't make sense.
I gotcha. Okay, I'll right back.
Just FYI,
Oh.
for being honest.
Mhm.
And also, I had bookers.
Actually, I'm going to run to the restroom too before you start. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
She's gonna take a poop. She's taking a big old Rachel poop. And this is right at the beginning of the recording, so she can hear this right now.
Yeah, she's
Take it
gonna
out,
regret
take it
starting
out.
recording this early.
Taking a pine cone shaped dump. Like it comes out like a reverse Christmas tree.
Oh shit.
So what's up, man?
It's been a good and bad week.
Good and bad?
The desert trip worked out. I was able to get the plant dialed in the way it needed to be,
Brad?
and got the air better than it has been in a while. So that mix should actually pass its job mix formula verification. So
Fucking A.
the
So where's the bad?
bad part, which is Rachel, clip this when you hear this.
I have to send you a link to a song that popped up on my YouTube algorithm today, and I can't remember I think the last name of the artist is Morello. I have to go back and look at it, but it's a song called "You're
Tom?
a Bastard." Yeah, I think it may be Tom Morello.
It's not Tom Morello.
No,
It's not.
Yeah, no, it's
Tom Morello
I'll-
is the fucking
it's-
bass
yeah,
guitarist
it's about
for Rage Against the Machine.
yeah, that's okay. That's what it
Like that
Um,
would be a fucking strange song.
is. What is his? Oh no, okay. Mark Limhouse. That's it. Okay.
Not even close.
Not even close. No, I must have seen something else. But the start of the song, I don't know why it fucking knocked it was. It's like a bar drinking song, right? But he starts out by saying, "Standing by a jukebox, drinking my mojito. My libido's like a bean burrito."
What?
And I just heard that, and I'm like, because the start of the song, I'm like, this doesn't really sound like my thing. And then I heard that line, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna give this song a chance. I'm gonna have to listen. It's like,
Can I please share? Please.
Hold on.
It's short, but you guys will laugh. I
Oh
promise.
Lord.
Okay.
All right, bring it on.
All right, guys. One of the best scenes ever from a movie. Ready?
Uh-huh.
What in the fuck? And all their fathers were hanged, and the children
Children.
all got pink eye.
Oh fuck.
I'm sorry. All I want is to go to a British part or a fucking Irish pub where they're singing like that. Just sing that verse and see what people do.
Oh.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're good. I needed that.
Oh my god! And the children all got pink eye. I just fucking. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Oh,
That just sounds like a day in pre-kindergarten, honestly.
It's like we're going to Jersey. That's gonna be a shitty day. Huh?
Well, not just that. We're gonna. It looks like we have to go see an accountant in New Jersey. That's a shitty day.
oh Lord.
What's his name? McKay is very funny. Adam McKay.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Well,
Okay.
where were we?
All right.
Who wants to recap for us?
Inspiration point to those who recaps.
Okay, I got it. You let me get a new roll. Yeah. All right. Okay. So the recap was that we went through the mirror. We got into the main little hub area. It looked like some sort of stone masonry walls. We looked. There was a body of a woman who was sort of sewn together from different parts, laying on a table covered with a sheet. We did the peek under. We tied her up with a chain. And I say we, I mean me, because I take initiative because I'm in charge. What's up? Then we go and we hear some sort of music from the other room. We go ahead and stealth down. And by we, I mean me, because I'm in charge. What's up? Continue into that area. I sit down, smoke a pipe. Everyone else comes down the stairs like a bunch of clods, failing rolls left and right. No, they didn't. They actually passed theirs, but it was, but it should have been a fail with the number they rolled. Get down there, then fucking dude turns around. He's all like angelic and shit. He's a diva. Total diva, bro. Then he kind of walks us around, takes me and Nate to the library to get some informative books to do some research.
And I helped.
Then we head back, talk to Ray. Ray's in there doing Adrie shit. Probably like, I don't know, monologuing about her vampire dad or something. Then we leave. Then we leave. We get a wagon. We take a wagon. We end up meeting fucking Nick on the way. I was really struggling to not say the wrong name.
Who is hiding out as a
wolf boy. Yeah.
Yes. Before that, we did learn something.
You don't get it on my inspiration point, motherfucker. This is a fucking assist. Continue walking. We meet Mordenkainen. Let's go through a portal. We're talking about how the best method of creating grilled cheese sandwiches with some sort of fat content.
Right.
I prefer mayonnaise.
We did gloss over one thing. Well, a couple of things we learned. We did learn that the village of Veliki, I believe, was completely destroyed. Is that not correct?
Not completely destroyed. The buildings were torn up.
But I believe the sheriff really fucked it up. Right. I do remember, because that's where we were headed before we got into a detour. What else did we learn? We had learned
Vampire Adrie is in charge.
Yes. That's the big thing, I think, in that there's a power struggle, and Strahd might be coming back or might not be back, or could be, or I don't know. It's confusing, but there's lots of vampires. It's not quite Twilight, but we do have vampires and werewolves, so there is a little bit of a parallel. They just won't sparkle.
They might sparkle. We'll have to see.
We learned there's another Ludo. There's a third Ludo running around.
Evil but horny, which I don't know, is it much different than the other?
If you guys wanted to make me feel bad, if you wanted to make me feel bad, you could just come over here and kick me in the knee.
And we are all reunited with Nick, Victor, and Rayne.
Yep.
I think
she made it back
yet? Is she
wasn't
back yet?
there.
No, she's not back yet.
No, she's not back yet, but we did learn through
scryed her.
I did scry on her.
Yes, that she's been busy.
Yeah, they're doing work.
That's right.
Yeah, she's making her
Dropping
not
bodies.
making her not father proud.
Well, I don't know.
Surrogate father. I don't know how I don't know how you would define your relationship technically, I guess.
Well,
kind of dad.
I was gonna say stepdad, but the internet has made that weird.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Rachel's like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's going on with the internet, guys? Come on, can we just get a like?
Just-
Can we just all get together as a society and be like, we're not into this? Stop.
please?
Please.
Please.
Mm.
Man, this is what happens when Republicans are put in charge of making porn.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm
I'm
stuck
not
in the Senate
wrong.
committee hearing meeting.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, Congressman,
Oh.
table my motion.
Oh.
I just breathed a Ritz cracker, you dick. Oh my god.
I should get inspiration for that, D-Walk. I nearly killed D.
No, you don't get an inspiration for that. By the way, it was I did the recap. I get the inspiration point.
I should get
Fucker.
an additional inspiration point for nearly killing D's with a Ritz cracker.
Since we're talking
That's
about
five,
Republicans, it's only valuable to me if no one else gets it.
That's true.
So no.
That's also a clue solution you'll never hear. Nathan
Oh.
Nathan with the Ritz cracker
In the podcast.
in the podcast. Yeah. Anyway,
Why do they do it like this? Why is there always extra Ritz crackers with the little pieces of meat in the Lunchable? You know?
8, 8, and 8 should be easy to count.
They're not. They don't ever pair up even.
Yeah.
Bunch of assholes over here overestimate. Like I'm going to make a sandwich out of one of these. Come on. Well,
Mhm.
one side in it. Tostadas at best.
All right. Are we ready to start?
I believe.
Oh.
I
I
think
think
we know.
so.
I think we know where we are.
There's
So
no way I'm going to enjoy this fucking Snickers mini now. Not with that kind of energy.
Adrie had talked to Victor for a while, but they were just coming downstairs to join the rest of
Yes.
the group.
All right. So, Adrie and Victor are coming down the stairs. Nick's in the room. Mordecai's in the room. Kaeviir's in the room. Rayne's in the room. A discussion of grilled cheese is in the room.
So sourdough or wheat?
Mordecai looks over at you distressed. You have to ask.
Look, I mean, to each their own. I'm not necessarily saying that they don't both have their place, depending upon. I mean, some people like an earthy bread. What can I say?
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. I'm going to look at Morgan Cannon and be like, some people can't be taken seriously.
I believe the term is you cannot eat at everybody's house.
That seems fine to me.
He looks over. Ah, Adrian the boy.
Hi.
Glad to see he's up and about. Victor, I thought about your offer. If you're sure that's the boon you want, that is the price I'll be willing to pay for bringing me back. But I offer you a second boon instead.
What offer?
He wants help to go out. He brought me back to go after the devil. He wants my help to get his soul back.
Interesting.
You should ask him who told him to bring me back. Because I know that spell wasn't taught. I'll leave that between you and Victor. But, boy, I have a second offer for you, if you would take it. You don't have to worry about the devil. You accomplish your goal. Your friends are here. You come with me. Your magic's unstable. You're dabbling into things you don't have the training for, and no one's going to be able to train you where you're at. So, the offer is you stay here with me as my apprentice, and we leave the realms. But I'll leave the choice to you and your friends. But your mission's completed. You have your friends back. She's back in her mind. Kaeviir's alive. You've met your mission. But I believe somebody is actually scrying us, so I'm going to step outside and deal with the possible scry. I'll leave you all to talk. He stands up and walks out.
Man, somebody really wanted to hear your grilled cheese sandwich recipe.
Well, I mean, it's top notch.
Nick looks over. The fuck are you dealing in blood magic again? Victor's like, conversations later, Nick. Not right now. He's like, the fuck? You signed a contract with the devil? Victor kind of just looks down at the floor. Yeah. You're alive. You're welcome. Nick looks at the three of you like, are you going to help me here on this? You said you had a ring of 9 lives. Yeah. No. Victor says again, walking down the stairs, looking the other way.
I'm gonna walk along beside Victor. Victor, I don't agree with a lot of the things that you have apparently been doing. But what is it that you want now?
I don't know. I didn't think we'd actually get you guys back. I didn't plan past that. I knew Kaeviir would come back eventually. He doesn't stay dead. Especially once I found out that was a clone thing. But I don't know. I just want to go. There isn't a home to go to.
Well, if you don't want to go be Mordenkainen's apprentice, I can help fight this devil. I mean, how hard can it be to fight a devil?
Are they still in the same room?
You guys are all Mordekainen's outside the
I mean, where
mansion.
are they?
You
walking?
guys-
Can I hear them have the
Oh,
conversation?
no, you guys are all
we're
there.
in the
You
room
guys are all
with you
talking.
guys.
Yeah, you guys are all talking together.
I thought somebody had walked down the hall. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess-
I thought they'd walked away
No,
too.
Mordekainen left because he was
Okay.
going to let you guys discuss.
Adrie and Victor were coming down the stairs into the room that you guys were in.
I'm gonna look at Adrie and just kind of stare at her for a minute, and then look at the kid, and then smoke my pipe for a minute and just kind of stare off. I'm just illustrating what's happening.
Mhm.
Just complete silence from Kaeviir.
Victor, I just got back. Adrie will sort of like vaguely gesture at her head. And I would be really sad to see you go, but I don't want to stop you if that's what you want, but I am saying that I would prefer if you stayed with us, and I will fight a devil if you want.
Kaeviir is gonna stand up and put his pipe hard on the table, like loudly. Just like slam it down. Can I speak with you for a moment, Adrie?
Sure.
I'm gonna walk off. This is not a tone you generally see from Kaeviir. Like objectively upset.
Adrie will pat Victor on the shoulder and then go after Kaeviir.
I kind of
Go to the corner.
I flash you a look as in, should I be privy to this or should I just sit here?
Sit.
Okay.
Victor sits next down to Rayne. Has she put back the swear jar yet?
The what now?
The, the swear jar.
Not that I'm aware of, but
Thank
I'm still.
fucking God.
Was that a problem at some point in the past?
She says so.
Well, I'm a sailor, so I hope for both our fucking sakes we don't have a swear jar around.
Oh, I like you already.
People who say curse words are cool.
Rayne is sitting here putting together something in his head. He's not well versed in the ways of the mirrors and the alternate universes and time and everything like that, but Rayne is having a specific thought. How can Victor go be Mordenkainen's apprentice and yet still come back where we saw him in the tower as his future self? If he went away, he wouldn't be able to come back.
Mirrors.
Well, Rayne doesn't
have to be the
Rayne,
same.
well, I know that, but what I'm saying is this is just what Rayne's going around in his head of trying to piece together the things that he's learning in terms of how could he do that. It's something that he will bring up to Kaeviir.
Adrie, what are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Can't motivate him to come back.
I'm giving him an option, but I want him to know what I think.
You said you wanted him to come back.
Yeah, of course I do.
So then what kind of option is that? You don't give him the option. You just said you hadn't seen him in a while and you wish he'd come back with us.
Because it's true.
Objection, leading the witness.
I don't know what that means. I don't want him to make a decision based on the false idea that nobody wants him to stay. He seems like he's not in a good place right now. He seems like he's done a lot of really desperate things to get everyone back, and I want him to know that we care about him.
If he doesn't know that we care about him at this point, he's not going to. But if we really care about him, we can't let him stay here and be in danger and live this life that we chose for ourselves. This isn't the first time I've seen a kid get destroyed by a decision that they didn't even make.
You think it would be that much safer for him to go with whoever that guy is?
That's Mordenkainen. He's a legend.
And he
makes us look like worms.
And he became a legend through making very safe decisions.
No.
Okay.
But at this point, he's much better prepared and a great teacher to a student who has need of guidance. I was an okay teacher. I did what I did for people who were under me, and I tried to do the best for them. But there's no pride in this. A person who's better adept to teach someone should be the one to do it. His skill set is not like mine. His skill set is more like his. And it keeps him out of danger.
You don't know that.
When's the last time you slept in a bed that looked so nice as this? When's the last time you had... Oh, I'm sorry, you don't sleep. Right.
I'm trying not to laugh.
When's the last time you rested in something as nice as this? When's the last time you had such a fine meal? You had a moment to just relax and didn't think you might be poisoned or stabbed or exploded.
A while.
Wouldn't you want that for him? To have a moment as a kid, to grow up, to learn what it means to make decisions like we do?
Isn't he past that point?
He's a child. He deserves it.
Humans age so quickly. If he goes with this person, he'll be gone. He could be gone before we get to see him again.
How old do you think Mordenkainen is?
I'm not good at telling the age of
Fairly
humans.
old. This is an opportunity for him to get the teacher that he deserves and a life that might be a little easier than the one that we're having on the road all the time, constantly being stabbed and attacked, attempted murder, undead. Look at the decisions he made for us. We put that on him. Now we have to make a decision back. And I need you to back my play here, because I have some experience with this.
But what if that's not what he wants, though?
It doesn't matter at this point what he wants. I'm making a call.
What?
I'm going to turn around and I'm going to walk.
You don't get to send him away.
Watch me.
To follow Kaeviir back.
Victor, you're going with Mordenkainen.
That's his
Which
choice.
you is that talking?
Say what?
Which you is that talking? Kaeviir or the professional?
Professional. You're going with Mordenkainen. He's a teacher of overwhelming skill in a field that's very much like the one that you're trying to follow. That path, he can teach you better than I can. This is your chance for greatness. Don't waste it.
I hear the logic in what you're saying. Plus, if the math works out from what I understand, the devil can't collect on his contract if I'm in this mirror, not our mirror.
And one day, you'll be able to better facilitate a renegotiation of that contract. We're professionals. Time is on our side. We decide when the engagement starts. And I'm going to take the hat and I put it on his head. Don't fuck this up.
Okay. You take care of the others?
Of course.
Okay. He looks at Adrie, just tries to give her a half smile.
Adrie's gonna run over and hug Victor. She's gonna pick him up as she hugs him, even though I'm pretty sure he's taller than her at this point.
Yeah.
She's gonna say, if you need anything from me, you can message me and I'll be right over wherever you are. And you can always come back if you decide you don't want to do this.
If you fail to study under such a great master, we'd be happy to pick up the pieces of what you left behind.
He casts Mage Hand and it flips you off. I'm hugging her with my real hand. But
Can I make a performance check?
sure.
I'm going to take the 10.
All right.
So 20.
All right.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep this up. Because
All right.
Literally, Kaeviir does not. Internally, it's this is hard for him to do. But I just wanted to roll the check as an illustration of that. I know there was no opposing check. But...
Hey, I got you. I guess it's a parting gift now, but it'll be better in your hands. I had an idea for the ship. I found how the other you made the door key.
How was that?
There was a machine he stole from a world. I don't know if I told you that it was a temple of Gond. It was a machine that can transfer magic item, enchantments from one item to another. You can shift the magic from the mirror possibly to the ship.
I also say,
I buried it in Veliki. It was the best place I knew in this side of the mirror. Once we got it.
Draw me out a map. And we'll make sure we take care of this.
All right.
But Victor.
Hmm.
I don't want you getting distracted. I don't need you thinking about this type of thing. In the future, I need you to listen to him, and I need you to study. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Good.
At that point, Mordie Canyon comes walking in with the Relena. She throws a stone at Victor's head. Beams him clear in the back.
Oh no, Adrie's hugging him. He can't lift his arm.
Ow! She's like, answer the fucking sending stone. He looks back. What happened? The sheriff's here. The force surrounded us. Ah. Fuck.
Victor.
Missed you?
You have to mind your language.
He shot an eye look at Rayne.
I just kind of shake my head, just like.
She'll let go of Victor. She's like, don't make any more deals with devils.
All right.
Promise me.
Promise.
I'm gonna incite him.
Nick's looking over. The fuck did Relena put you up to it? Relena's like, fuck off.
33.
He's telling the truth.
Good.
For now. No, Mordie Canyon wouldn't let him. But no, he's telling the truth.
Good.
Lane's like, you understand I'm the one who hid his lich book so he couldn't finish his lich shit he was trying?
You have a lich book?
I had a couple plans on how to not lose my soul.
I'm gonna look at Adrie and be like, see?
See?
Adrie refuses to make eye contact.
But how bad are we surrounded? She's like, sheriff's out there. Brendan's out there. They got one of the hags. And they have the Death Knight. Plus some of the forces.
Do they want to talk?
Relena's like, I'm pretty sure they're here to kill Kaeviir. Not you, Dad. The other you.
Oh.
Victor's like,
Where is he?
He kind of gives you a slight grin. Yeah. The other ager doesn't know I'm here. She thinks I'm you.
I'm confused.
He grabs the coat, the sight coat that he's been wearing. He says a couple words and slips it on. You see the arm appear on the other side and the face shift. And you look like you're looking at your dark self.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
They fear you. Or him.
Well, that makes some of them, not you though, who should fear me. I'm gonna look at Mordenkainen and I'm gonna look him in the face and be like, since he's your new student, I'll forego my right to vengeance, but it will be swift and it will be coming.
Mordenkainen's like,
give me that. I'm gonna rip the jacket.
You don't get to wear this anymore.
What if this is like a double disguise and it's actually evil Kaeviir who's been pretending to be Victor who's pretending to be evil Kaeviir?
Oh,
if you go down that rabbit hole, you'll be down there for a long time. Trust me on this.
Yeah. And then it's actually
Go for it.
I was gonna say it's even more complex than that, because beyond that is another layer where it's just a bunch of raccoons in a, dressed up in a suit.
It's actually rabbits. We've established canonically that when
it's-
Kaeviir has any affiliation with animals, it's rabbits.
It's
Yeah,
rabbits.
it's a
It's just
rabbit.
a coat full of rabbits.
Yep.
Nick's like, I told you you'd be pissed. Victor just kind of shrugs. Relena pulls out a bracer and hands it to Kaeviir. You probably want that too.
What is this?
It makes me look like 12.
Oh my god. I'm very
We-
annoyed by this. I'm literally like leaning back with my hands on my temples, like,
Nick's like, don't look at me, dude. I look like a wolf.
Relena, I
Father.
need you to promise me that you will never, ever vocalize that you looked like her to the world ever again. It stays buried in the recesses of your mind forever, and you never tell a living soul. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in this room agree?
You know she's dead in this world, right?
12 does not care. She is, and I'm going to put my fingers up and quote her, unique.
I think yours was more unique, she air quotes, than mine.
I'm telling you, the one from where we are, from back home, would find this a slight and would take swift action to remedy its repeat. Just don't do it anymore, please. Just,
Okay. No, that's fine.
I'm going to take both of these fucking pieces of clothing and I'm going to put them on the table in front of Mordecai and be like, hey, want to do me a favor?
You want those to not exist anymore.
I want those to be destroyed and removed from the weave or the connection to it. Could we just...
He aims a hand and disintegrates the items on the table.
Thank you.
Of course.
Let's not do that anymore.
Victor isn't laughing. I'm DM
Yeah.
laughing right now. Victor
just-
nods and
Out of game.
Yeah.
Lady 12 does not ever wear a disguise under any circumstances. She never
I know.
does. And if anyone was disguised as her, it would be very bad. Would be the shit that she was doing to Rachel would look like a fucking like 3-card Monty game in comparison. It would be funny and kind of charming, but not really damaging to people.
you have to cue Nate in on 12.
Well, no. I
Okay.
understand some things
Okay.
about her from what, but I'm just sitting here thinking, so what? She's not flattered by the fact that kids might dress up like her for Halloween? Or
it would
just
be very bad. She's killed people for far less.
for far less.
Oh yeah, dude,
And-
she's trying to kill Adrie for just standing next to Kaeviir.
She loves Relena,
Yeah.
and I don't know that it would be a murder per se, because she does have a like real motherly vibe towards her,
Right.
but it wouldn't be good for me that I would have let that slide,
Fair enough.
and it wouldn't be good for any of you guys. It would just be bad. So we're just going to keep this to ourselves. There was no artifact.
Yeah.
Find it, prove it. Like it
Right.
doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist.
Okay. Let's never ever do that again.
Yeah. So that I am clear,
Mm-hmm.
effectively Victor and Relena have been disguising themselves as very fearsome characters in this realm in order to basically scare off anyone that might try and stop them from doing what they've been doing. Is that the gist of it?
Pictures, we kind of waged an open war against Adrie from the well, not open, it was from the shadows, but
Yeah.
we've been trying to locate Strahd, and Nick just got confirmation that he's actually, the land is still connected to him, the wolves are still connected to him. Adrie hasn't been able, sorry, not you, Adrie.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
She hasn't been able to turn the land, which means There's certain things when a vampire takes domain, especially here in the realms, or especially in this, from one of the books I've read, when they take domain, the land maneuvers. There's certain, like the soul of the land begins to twist and die. The animals begin to turn. The wolves are still loyal to Strahd here. It's not like we're at home when you guys defeated him and he vanquished, which I saw the signs of him coming back. The land began to turn. Here, the sun never came back. The land still held on to him. The mist still held. She can't lock the borders. She has everyone convinced she's the Dark Lord, that she's ruling the realm because she rules from the castle, but
So she has Strahd contained somewhere?
she has to. And I haven't been able to find it. We've been scouring. We were using the side agents because they thought who we were. We've been setting them up to be killed slowly, piece by piece. But Blaine had just finished off the rest of them that he brought. He's already jumped world. He's not coming back. He tried to scorch earth, and when we caught up to him. So,
I think our first goal here is
but
to
if
get
we
the
can,
artifact.
if we can get his blood, then we can crown Darkon, and you guys don't have to worry about Darkon collapsing at home.
All right. So we have a few things that we have to do. First, we're near Veliki. We should pick up the artifact.
Hmm.
Then we should look for the containment of Strahd. And maybe we can make some sort of negotiation to get some of his blood. And then we can figure out what to do with him after.
Your
In the
journal
meantime-
mentioned your interactions with him actually were well when you guys
Yeah.
were here last.
Yeah, pardon my skepticism.
I hear you.
I think maybe we should deal with these people outside first.
Agreed.
Parlay?
Hmm?
I'm gonna question, should we attempt a parlay or should we just go out?
Well,
She's-
so I have a question.
Hmm.
Are they going to think that I'm the other me?
And then he's the
No.
other him.
No, they'll accept him very easily. Well, no, you're not carrying the scars, but they're not going to look close enough for the scars. They're just going to see you. But no,
Who?
you
Talking about me?
yeah.
I could get scars. Scars
I
are
know
easy.
you can get scars. You can do anything you want, but there's a presence she carries that you don't, and the fact that she's linked to all the vampires that she spawned, though they'll know immediately you're not her.
Okay.
Brendan will know.
Okay. I'm gonna look at
Which-
Kaeviir and Rayne and be like, then if you're going to attempt to talk to them, should I stay here?
What's the front of this building look like? Where are they at, and where would
Hold
be
on
a good place to? Okay.
So while we're waiting for that, I'm a little confused.
Okay.
Evil
What-
Adrie is effectively trying to, or is currently claiming herself to be the Dark Lord of
Yes.
this realm.
Yes.
Right.
But she can't do so because Strahd is still
Yeah, around.
So she-
around in some way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
So I was under the impression her motivation was to find him and destroy him so that she could finally release his grip on things and fully take over the realm.
So that we must misunderstand, because if she's got possession of him,
Right. Why is she holding on to him if
maybe because they need him around to have access to the land.
Maybe she wasn't able to kill him, just contain him, and
Yeah, there's all kinds of things that can occur with a dark lord.
Mhm.
Like if you replace one and try to take their seat, you might not be able to hold things, or maybe it's like Rachel said, maybe she couldn't kill him all
Or
the way
or she was made into a vampire by the Strahd here, I think. So maybe she's unable to kill him.
without losing her own. So maybe containing the
Oh,
Lord is a
because
safer bet.
so technically she's his thrall, right?
Well, not necessarily thrall, but like a I guess subservient is a way, but if she
Yeah.
got the jump on him and was able to contain him, then she still has her free will.
Mhm.
She still has her power. She still has leadership over those under her,
Mhm.
and still maintains the borders of the land.
Although
So,
she doesn't have control, she can't lock things down.
right,
Right.
we've
because
heard
she
that.
doesn't have that. She's
Yeah.
not the actual.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out what her motivation is then.
Well, I don't know that we can know her
Okay.
motivation other than to maybe not be subservient to someone.
Mhm.
I mean, that
He's
seems
free
like
of the necromancer.
that seems like a pretty.
Yeah. No, I would agree, but she just doesn't know how.
No, she did. She is free now. She has locked him up. He no longer can issue her commands.
Oh, okay.
But she still retains her power, and she still retains every other aspect of it, except she doesn't have someone telling her what to do.
Right.
So by freeing him, then we put her back under his control, which would be bad for her. So that's probably
Yeah.
why she wants to keep it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So just think, I mean, like you have a person above you who controls everything that you do. Right. You find a way to assert them and keep them contained, not killing them, removing your power, removing your influence,
But removing their control.
removing their control, and also removing them from any reprisal.
Right.
So if for whatever reason that containment breaks, they're probably going to be displeased. So I imagine you would do everything in your power to stop that from happening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
don't think, in my thinking of how people tend to work, I don't think they would put it somewhere hidden.
Right.
I think they would keep it on them, because you'll have to kill them in order to.
Yeah. And I guess life is a series of trade-offs. The downside to this arrangement is that she can't turn the land, therefore she doesn't have complete control over things, but she's willing to give that portion up because she has no choice in order.
Yeah, she's in a bad spot.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
do? Do you kill him and then lose all your power?
Right.
Yeah.
Because you killed the one who.
She's found the compromise that she's at least willing to live with, because even though she is no longer subservient, she retains that fact and enjoys that fact by virtue that she can't have everything.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Another question is, does the hold from a vampire lord still hold through the mirror? And I don't think it does, right? Do we know that?
No, because you
the
saw
devil
when
couldn't, and we saw Ludo.
Ludo, yeah.
the mirror Ludo was able to break it when he went through. When Adrie smuggled him through.
Right. So the question is, how is it that, you know what, vampires don't have reflections? How do they use mirrors? They can't unless they're brought through, right?
That would make sense.
Hmm.
I didn't think about that mathematic.
But I mean, think about how Ludo got here. He wasn't in vampire form when he went through the mirror.
He was in a bottle.
He was in a bottle. He was brought through.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
so maybe she's trapped here. Maybe she can't leave, and so this is the best of the options.
It could be. She was like, when she was
did
still alive.
Show up in Dragon Heist.
That's true. She did. Well, she showed up like in a dream in Dragon Heist. So I don't know if that was like just a projection of her power,
or maybe she has a person who brought her through. She could have, if she has minions that are not vampires, like an undead, she could put herself in a container, have them walk through the mirror, and then release on the other side.
I guess is a condition of being able to utilize a mirror to move between worlds contingent upon being able to see your reflection in said mirror?
We don't know. But all we
don't.
know is
Okay.
that anytime we've seen a vampire go through a mirror, it's been through some awkward. I mean, I never put it together until now, but there's never been just a walk through the mirror for a vampire.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I mean, there's nothing physically keeping them from like approaching a mirror and trying to pass through it. But there's obviously, but
we don't know exactly how the mirrors work, if they're a portal or if there is something in the reflective nature of it.
Yeah.
It's
Like
a
maybe
duplicate.
when if the mirror sees someone, maybe that's what makes it activate. Or are they just on all the time? Because that seems, I don't know.
Yeah, you think there'd be a lot of like just bugs and shit like that would travel through the mirror on accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting theory. I hadn't considered that. I mean, outside of game, me and Rachel totally have considered this, but in game, Rachel and I, we've never considered that.
Yeah.
Oh, we totally have considered.
I love the fact you guys talk about this outside of game.
Oh yeah, Rachel and I have done deep dive mechanical understandings of mirrors and also how this particular interaction would work, which is why I'm kind of bringing this up now.
Yeah.
No, that's fun.
I think it's cool. Edit that part out, Rachel.
It just fills me with DM pride knowing that every time you guys see mirrors outside of this, you react.
Yeah. When they put one in our camp in Baldur's Gate, I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
you keep that away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So first things first, Veliki first. Or well, these guys first. Then deal with Veliki. Try to get that item because that would be a very useful tool. And then after this, then we can deal with the Strahd and Adrie. In the meantime, they can't know who you are, so we need to get you some sort of cloak.
I had a coat.
Shut up.
I'm gonna miss that.
I have a helmet with ruby eyes.
Sort of gives the game away, doesn't it? What if we decorated you, dressed you up to look like a wizard, just a regular wizard here with like a faceplate, right? Like you wear like a mask, you wear like a bunch of robes, and you don't draw your weapon unless we have to.
Like robes over my armor?
Yeah, like robes over your armor.
Can I have a big hat?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's
okay, then yes.
We'd like to cover your ears if possible.
Are we
We don't want them knowing who you are when we go out to speak with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna spend a few moments getting Adrie under control.
Adrie canonically loves to dress up in disguises, even though she is not good at it.
Right. So why we're going with something real big covers the entire.
Just thinking now, we're back to the bunnies inside a suit scenario here. It's
well, Adrie's never been polymorphed.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Never been polymorphed champion.
It's gonna fucking happen.
We need to make some stilts.
I almost got Nate, but he got blocked by some alien rock.
Rayne?
Yeah, Rayne.
Yes.
With me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a name.
For
Lanatra.
The ship?
With us. The duck. It's from some ancient language that Kaeviir had read in a book. It's called Italian.
All right, so I am disguised as a wizard now?
Like a battle mage, probably, because you're still in armor, but
Elena's like, what do you want the three of us to do?
Stay out of here.
You're gonna go fight all of it by yourself.
We're gonna try to negotiate with them.
All right. We'll
Things
prep
go
in case it fails.
Right. Make sure to get a bag of weapons to throw at them. I'm gonna say that to Relena.
I got a weapon right here for you.
She has a tendency to get in combat and get angry and throw her weapon.
Yeah.
Because like the person's evading, so she'll throw her weapon and then she pulls another weapon off and throws that one. And so like every time combat's done with Relena, we used to always joke that it takes 10 minutes while she walks around the battlefield picking up all the things she threw.
Yeah.
She looks over at Victor. Not a fucking word.
Someone needs to learn about
wrong hand.
Just a observation here. I'm not so good with the whole magic thing. The lycanthropy was kind of forced upon me, and I just had to roll with that. But otherwise, not really my thing. This mansion just kind of like appeared out of thin air, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean it can just disappear again?
Yeah.
Do we necessarily have to engage with the people outside?
No, I mean, we would just be outside if he dismisses it.
Well, and I'm not necessarily saying dismissing it. I'm saying, can it like be here one moment and then be somewhere else with us inside of it in the next moment?
No, I mean, we would have to reposition the spell, recast it. Besides, this is going to give us information.
Well, it's going to give us information, but I'm afraid it's going to give us a lot of other things.
Oh, don't.
Mordecai's like, if I dispel it, it'll disappear into the dimension that it was summoned from, and almost every one of us in it.
So you can't like just hop us over to Veliki instantaneously.
Not inside this.
All right. Well, then, yeah, I guess we're going to go outside and parlay. God knows it's, a pirate's favorite word.
I feel like Rayne trying to understand this magic mansion is like when your dad is trying to understand a new smartphone.
So wait a minute. So I press the button with the squiggles and that makes more squiggles come up? I'm like, I don't know what you mean by squiggles, and also no.
How do I fold this open? Where does the battery go in?
Oh my God. Does it use double A's? No, that's pretty thin. Probably triple A. Do they make quadruple A's?
I bet they do.
All right. Adrie's going to adjust her giant wizard's hat.
All right.
Ready?
Give a nod.
Give me a disguise check on whoever dressed up Adrie. If it was Adrie or...
Not me.
Or not a disguise, I'm sorry. Deception.
I'll do it. Oh, yeah. 29.
All right.
How you like it?
That is
you look like a fucking different. You look like a different person. Like, well, yeah, that's how disguise works.
And the Academy Award for costume and makeup goes to.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism. We really appreciate you coming in and listening. We also really appreciate all the people who support our Patreon. By supporting the Patreon, you're going to get behind the scene, uncut clips that you'll get to see sort of like maybe the tissue behind some of the edited, cleaned up content. And you'll get that whenever we have a big block of it to drop, as well as any updates or any information behind the scenes stuff that we think the Patreons would like to know. So if you'd like to support our Patreon and help us continue making the high quality, high octane podcast that you've come to expect, go ahead to patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Thank you. And as usual, the invoice is in the mail.
Rachel's so mad. Be angry.
No.
She mad.
I do know what game I want to play next Wednesday stream though.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
We're in the middle of recording. Stop. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll send you a note.
Which of these porn stars has gonorrhea? Like all of them.
All of them.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh shit. All right.
Oh, we can do 6 degrees of separation of R. Kelly.
Fuck, dude.
Sorry.
Oh.